some bad news that I need to deliver today. And it has to do with what's been going on in this country over the last week. Last night we had several officers die, killed in the line of duty. Several others injured. We've had a few different young males shot and killed within this country. Why? Are there reasons behind this? Or is it just random acts? Life is a precious thing. And I've got two reasons of why I think people are getting murdered in this country. And I think one is casualness. And I think the other is conditioning. There's a story we tell our kids. I don't know if we're continuing to tell our kids. I think we've lost the story, but I remember the story being told when I was a kid. It's called The Little Boy Who Cried Wolf. And in this tale, we have a boy that becomes very casual with watching the sheep. So casual that he starts to find a little joy in shouting, "Wolf! Wolf!" And people come running to protect him and to protect the flock. Well, over time of this false crying of wolf, the people in the village become conditioned to not respond. So through this boy's casualness, we now have people conditioned to not respond to when there's a wolf. And yet the day comes that the wolf shows up, and the boy and the sheep are at risk. When I was 16 years old, I had a good friend of mine named Parker Johnson. Parker Johnson became casual. He would late night sneak into a deli that we used to work at and make a sandwich on his way home. See, we lived in a rural community around the lake. There was one road. He would pass that same place, coming home from a party, coming home from a night out, coming home late. And one particular night, he was casual in his stealing of a sandwich, and he tripped the silent alarm. On his way out of the deli, the police showed up. It was dark. There's no streetlights in Tahoe. There's no sidewalks. The police show up to a unlit building that's closed, a business, report of breaking and entering. They see a young man coming out a window. They scream to freeze. Parker takes off running. It's dark. Parker got shot and killed by a police officer, 18 years of age. Was Parker a threat? I don't know, I wasn't there. I know Parker, knew Parker. He wasn't a threat, he's one of the nicest kids I knew. But Parker became casual with his behavior to the point that it cost him his life, because police officers are conditioned to take care of a threat and protect the rest of us. Protect people from robbery. How many of you guys run red lights? And I don't mean run. Thank you for your honesty.
Yellow lights.
Okay.
Orange lights.
It's going to be that long yellow. You're going to be late. Because why? You've probably been a little casual with your own time. So you run that red light. You make it through. You didn't impede anybody. It was red halfway through. Casual, right? So the next time it comes up and man, you got to pick up your daughter. You don't want to be late. If you miss this light, like, you know this light. This light holds you up for minutes. You run it. Casual decision. You make it, it's fine. It conditions us to believe that it's still yellow, it's going to hold to be yellow, and I run that red. Until that fateful day when that little kid on his bike predicts the green coming and rides out in front of you. And you take a life. Accident? tragedy? Facebook's littered with all this hatred about catching a 20-minute glimpse of what happens to somebody when they're losing their life. We all have these cell phones now. And all of a sudden, when police show up, something is happening in a situation. These cell phones are popping out to catch the last 20 seconds of somebody's life. We don't know all the casual decisions that led up to that person being in that place. We don't know how all those casual situations and choices led to the conditioning for both the officers showing up and both the criminal or victim, depending on which way you want to depict it on Facebook. I really want everybody to think about the casual decisions we all make and how those condition our responses. I want everybody to leave here today, not with the idea to go out on Facebook and learn about what happened in some of these states, learn about the loss of these wonderful police officers' life, but to really take a look at some of the casual decisions that you make in your own life with the people around you that lead to a certain amount of conditioning. I put a post out on my Facebook, and I said on it, when the police have stopped me in my life and told me to freeze and put my hands up, I did, and I've never been shot. Immediately that turned into a diatribe for others to go out and start attacking that I wasn't black, or that cops don't shoot people like me. And an entire situation was changed from a simple comment. If you exercise the casual decision of keeping your hands out of your pocket, showing the conditioned obedience to an officer to freeze, stop what you're doing, show him respect, whether he's right or wrong, it doesn't matter. But it can make the difference between him having to take your life for no reason or for him having to take your life for a very justified reason. I really think that it's important with these young kids, and I take this especially important with my own, that I want them to be conditioned for obedience, I want them to be conditioned for respect, and I think that if I just make that little difference with my two, it can spread out and ripple.